I told him. Yeah, I told y'all. I told all of y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, the WBO has ordered George Kambosos to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko is the mandatory to George Kambosos. Now, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know this punch wrong boxer, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. El adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a member to Punch Wrong Boxing, I suggest you become a member, because what was reported today, I reported several days ago. The members of Punch Wrong Boxing know this information several days ago, just like they knew Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor, the 7 figures, signing with Jake Paul 3 months ago before it was reported. The Triller deal with Teofimo Lopez before the purse bid. The people that know your boy behind the scenes that I told y'all it was going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, either you want to stick with the mass media and the Michael Benson, the Mike Coppinger, good. But I'm going to tell you like this, it will be late news. It will be late news, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, look, I told y'all folks that this was going to come down the pipeline. This is why I said, Devin Haney, pack your bags, go to Australia, post up, get a damn hotel room next to Kambosos' home, or go to the backyard, whatever, or sleep outside the house, wait for him, go everywhere he go. He go to a restaurant, you eat his damn food. Everywhere you go, he goes to the zoo, you go to the zoo. You know what I'm saying? You eat his children's food, you eat his white food, everything. You chase him everywhere you go. You got to do the Shannon Briggs. You got to get that fight, but I say you got to get that fight until the WBO Bob Arum, a.k.a. Bobby Arim, a.k.a. Dinosaur, a.k.a. Jurassic Park, a.k.a. got 5 more years to live because he's smoking that good shit that's giving him longevity, ladies and gentlemen. I told y'all that Bobby Arim will make sure that the WBO will mandate Lomachenko rapido, fast. And it did. So now, of course, George Kambosos is going to pick Lomachenko. What do you think? George Kambosos is going to drop the WBO? No. It's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to happen. And this is why you're going to get Lomachenko versus George Kambosos. And Devin Haney, once again, is left out. But is he left out? Or are they making the business decision to be left out? Now, Devin Haney tweeted that he will accept whatever Lomachenko would accept. Something like that. I'm just paraphrasing that. He will accept. He tweeted something that he will accept whatever Lomachenko is offering y'all. I will offer you the same. I will accept whatever Lomachenko have. Hey, put it on me. What about me? The same thing. No. You had to send the offer. You can't wait on Lomachenko to dictate the pace. No. This is why I always say you are a boss. DHP. Do not depend on Eddie Hearn to make the move that you need to make. You are a promotional entity. But people call me the hater. People say, you hate on Devin. No. You know what it is? I've been too real. I've been too real since day one. I've been too real since day one. I said that belt don't have any power. I said throw that bullshit in the fucking trash. And people call me a hater because I was looking after the Devin Haney. I told you that belt don't mean shit. It doesn't have any power. It won't do nothing. It can't persuade anybody to get in the ring with you. Because they have elevated and they have created a new belt. Whether people don't like it or not, it is not your business. It is not mine. The WBC is the WBC. If they want to create another belt above the franchise, is their business. Is their belt. Is their belt. Now you in position with that belt that you have. Yes, Devin Haney in position to make good money. Is he in position to make legacy fights? No. So now Vasyl Lomachenko, George Kambosos, and I'm going to tell you like this, I'm going to keep it real. The people are probably more intrigued with Lomachenko and George Kambosos. Or they could be just as intrigued with the fight. The fight was announced, right? The possibility of that fight being announced, and people was okay with it. You ain't hear people say, no, gotta be Devin. Of course, the Devin Haney got his fans that wish that he could get that fight. But a lot of things are smoke and mirrors. A lot of this is yappity yappy, lappity yappy. It's all this. Ahí comiendo boca. Ahí cotorra. Everything cotorra. No, nothing signed. And the reason why I always say this, damn it, the Haney spoiled us when they was dealing with Gary Russell Jr. They spoiled us because when they had an offer, they showed it to the world. 1.5, we're trying to give Gary Russell Jr. And once you show that, you become, it's a new way of how you approach things. Because I'm saying, I know when Haney is giving out an offer, they show it to the world. They make sure that, hey, yo, look, they ducking us. Look. What was the offer? They saying we'll do whatever Lomachenko is doing. You just can't tweet that shit. You got to send the offer. You got to send the term sheet. Now, do they really want that fight as bad as Lomachenko? I told y'all. The WBO will mandate him. Hurry the fuck up. I said it. I also said, even when Teofimo Lopez was the champion, that Mauricio Sudamon went to the Boxing Voice and said that you could become a mandatory petition. If you petition, you could petition to fight the franchise champion. Mauricio Sudamon said, yes, we will vote on it. You should have done it then. You should have been in Mexico. In Mexico, the WBC convention, they wasn't there. Ladies and gentlemen, Lomachenko versus Kambosos is happening because DHP was not on top of their business to get the fight with George Kambosos. Is it hate? No. Somebody was a step ahead. They were just a step ahead. Lomachenko was being moved, knowing even if Teofimo Lopez was going to beat George Kambosos, Teofimo Lopez was going to drop the belt. Lomachenko was in position. Right there when they made the fight, they made sure, and if you look at it, George Kambosos was number 1 in the WBO as well, not only the IBF. They made sure they moved Vasyl Lomachenko around July and August to give him the 6 months. The 6 months that he will be the mandatory. And now we're in February, y'all. This is why I said everything I said, man. Haney should have gone. First and foremost, I say this. Devin Haney should have signed with Top Rank. Then you would have never saw Lomachenko versus Richard Coleman. You would have saw Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. But they was thinking about this. Not the legacy. Another thing I said, when Mauricio Sudamon was given the green light, go petition to the WBC, that you can mandate the franchise. Mauricio Sudamon said yes, no excuses. I don't give a fuck what people say about the French fries. The French fries is not a French fries, motherfucker. That shit is platinum. That shit is diamond. F what y'all heard. The franchise is diamond. It's worth more than the belt that he has. Holds weight. And I said drop that belt because it doesn't hold no weight. But it held weight if you, and it's public. This is all publicly, man. Mauricio Sudamon, like I said, went to the Boxing Voice. He asked him the question. Let's ask him the question. Could he mandate the franchise? He said, yes, we could take it to a board and we will vote on it. So by that time, if y'all would have gone to the WBC, send a representative, Bill Haney or somebody, send a representative to the WBC convention, send a petition, and they will vote on it right there, man. They will vote on it right there. Just like Canelo Alvarez representative to get the Makabu fight. You wasn't top of your business to get the Kambosos fight. You wasn't top of your business to get the Teofimo Lopez fight. You cannot blame nobody but yourselves. Dictator waiting on Eddie Hearn. Matchroom. Everything was about the money. They kept the belt because of the money. It is what it is. Vasyl Lomachenko versus George Kambosos. I wanted to see Devin Haney and George Kambosos. I said that was the primary fight, the lightweight division. I just want to see the fight. I felt like George Kambosos beat the man that beat the man. Even though that Lomachenko did a great job in beating Nakatani and beating Richard Comey to get in position as the mandatory, he's a mandatory. Now what? Y'all remember? Let's take it back a little bit to memories lane so I could end this video. Y'all remember when Devin Haney was in position as a mandatory and people saying that Vasyl Lomachenko ducked his mandatory? That Vasyl Lomachenko should have never fought Teofimo Lopez. He should have fought Devin Haney. He should have fought Devin Haney, the mandatory. He should fight the mandatory. I didn't give a fuck about the unification, about that he wanted to fight. The mandatory. Lomachenko is not the mandatory. Or you're going to sing the same tune? You don't want George Kambosos to duck his mandatory, right? I know y'all don't want that. Y'all so much about the mandatory. So, you know, George Kambosos is not going to make the same mistake that Vasyl Lomachenko made not fighting his mandatory. So I believe he's going to please the people because, of course, Devin Haney used to be in position for the mandatory. And Lomachenko didn't fight the mandatory. That was fucked up. Just like Canelo didn't fight Jamal Charlo because that was his mandatory. It was fucked up. Well, George Kambosos don't want to be fucked up. And he's going to fight Vasyl Lomachenko, his mandatory. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the notification bell. Y'all already know. Love y'all. God bless and on to the next. Mandatory.